The city of Sparks passed an ordinance in March that prohibits camping along the Truckee River. Still, homeless camps continue to grow in those areas. The problem is, it's hard for the city to remove these camps if they don't have anywhere else to relocate them. Paul Nelson joins us live near Gateway Park in Sparks. So, Paul, this seems to be a growing concern for residents of the Truckee Meadows, huh?
Yeah, it is, Landon. As you know, people like to take a stroll on these bike paths, and as you can see, these homeless camps are right next to them, and that has many residents concerned for a variety of reasons. Christian Montgomery is a homeless man, spending his time at this camp. He says he's been warned and even arrested.
Just hanging out here, I could go to jail for camping, even though my stuff's, downtown under a bridge.
The city says citations and arrests are a last resort, and people who break the ordinance are usually warned or removed. But enforcement's not easy, since the homeless residents have constitutional rights.
It's a problem. We recognize it's a problem, but we simply cannot enforce an ordinance when there is nowhere else for these individuals to go.
But many residents say these camps create environmental and health hazards.
Certainly there are people that are concerned for their safety when they're down there. Many have stopped going down there because they don't like the sights, the smell.
Sparks teams up with Reno and Washoe County to fund the Community Assistance Center. Last week, Washoe County approved more than $2 million for additional shelter.
We had an overflow shelter that used to operate simply in the winter months. That has turned into a year-round operation.
Reno removed many of these kinds of camps in the past year, forcing some of them down the river to Sparks. Officials say the homeless population has also gone up with population growth because of higher housing costs for people, including seniors.
When you got average rents approaching $900 and you're on fixed income, many of them go down that road and struggle. And then the mental health and the substance abuse tends to always be an issue.
Montgomery is one of them, admitting that he's addicted to drugs. And there is a program to serve that population, offering transitional housing with services and drug testing.
What it does is it reduces jail costs and then at the same time provides an ability for them to have independence.
Now, the Community Assistance Center does require its clients to be sober, and that's why some of them choose not to use its services. Now, next week, the Sparks City Council will vote to decide whether or not to increase the funding that they use for the homeless services. Covering the story live, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.